Namaste everybody. I'm Mohan Prasad Gautam, permanently from Matsapusir Rural Municipality 6th Dital, Kaskin, Nepal. Well, my dear student, today uh, I'm going to teach you a short story given in class 12 compulsory English heritage of the world. Right? Today's topic is what I said, a story. Right? Under short story today I'm going to teach you a story. Right? Written by Dylan Thomas, right? Dylan Thomas. So this is humorous type of the short story, right? Here a boy is a narrator, right? A boy is a narrator who describe or who tells everything, every event from his own perspective, in a sense that it is humorous type of the short story, right? So here, very first, before you understand the entire summary, you have to know the characters who are in this short story, right? You must know very fast. So my dear student, so the major characters in these short stories, okay, in these short stories are, okay, let's say boys, okay, who is a narrator, boys, and uncle and aunt, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, and next one Will Sentry, Mr. Old O Jones, and Mr. Weasley. Right? These are the characters who are found in this short story called a story. Got it? Okay, so as I told you before, this is a humorous type of short story. It makes us laugh, right? It makes us laugh. It is a ridiculous type of the short story because every event, everything is okay, told from boy's perspective, okay, small boy's perspective, okay. Uh, so here, boys describe his uncle and aunt specifically, right? And then even Mr. Benjamin Franklin, Will Century, okay, even an old O. Jones and Weasley, they have also little role in this short story, right? Okay, my dear students. Okay, so here, as I told you already, boy tells the story, so he is a narrator. Never forget. And here, uncle is compared from the perspective of this boy. Uncle is compared as a buffalo. Okay, as a noise makers. As he is very big in size. Okay, and even he is drunkard as well. Okay, uncle is very drunkard. Okay, here aunt, okay, is a small one, okay, by size, just like he compared is a cat and a mouse, since she was always very silent, she speak very softly, very quietly, right? So we can see just opposite character, opposite, let's say that characteristic between uncle and aunt. Got it? And here we can find another character, Benjamin Franklin, okay, who is a treasurer, okay, who collects enough money for the bus and, let's say, okay, bus and even 20 cases of light beers, right? Actually, they are the characters are in trip, okay, up to Portugal, okay. Well, uh, here, Benjamin was a treasurer in this trip, in this outing, right? Where here, okay, another character, okay. So another character, Will Sentry, right? Will Sentry, okay, doesn't believe on, okay, Mr. Benjamin Franklin regarding the financial transaction, right? So here Benjamin surprised when his friend supposed him to be dishonest, right? But Benjamin Franklin says that he is not like Bob. Bob is one of their friends, right? And okay, other character, okay, Mr. Old O Jones and Mr. Weasley, okay, they have a little role in this short story, right? Okay, my dear students, okay, so here you have to understand, okay, this entire story is around the around uncle and aunt, right? and their activities, or and the activities done, okay, by these friends, okay, of uncle, okay, while they were in outing, okay, up to Portugal, right? But up to, actually they didn't go up to their destination, they didn't reach, okay. But they all are drunkard, okay, they drink a lot and then they just enjoy their trip, okay, before just going over there in their own destination, right? Here very first, okay, uncle, okay, uncle requested aunt to go to trip, okay, but aunt didn't like to go there, okay. And then actually aunt told to uncle, okay, either choose her or choose to go to trip, okay. Here obviously uncle chose to go to outing, okay, instead of choosing okay, her his wife, right? So that aunt goes to her parents home, whereas uncle goes to trip, okay, outing with his friends, right? So entire in their entire trip, okay, they all enjoyed a lot by drinking, singing, dancing in different bars and restaurants, right? Okay, so my dear student, actually now you have to know the summary in point wise, right? Now look at here on the screen, and this point will remind you the entire story. Okay, now let me read it out, and then you have to just give me ample attention to understand this point, right? Okay, look at here, point number one. This story was written by Dylan Thomas, who was a famous Welsh literary figure. Here, Dylan Thomas presents the adult world from the boy's view, as I already discussed. Okay, so boys describe everything from his own perspective. So it is humorous type of the story, short story. Okay, look at the second point. This is a story of explanation of an outing to Portugal. Okay, Portugal by a by a caravans. Okay, caravans is what? An early type of bus. There is a boy in this story who narrates the story from beginning to end. Okay, the boy used to live with his uncle and aunt. His uncle was tall and fat, but aunt was small, right? And his aunt used to scold his uncle when his uncle was drunk. They had a small shop in front of their house, right? Look at the next point here. The narrator, the boy is very small. Okay, the narrator, the boy is very small, so his understanding and description of his uncle and aunt is quite humorous. He compares his uncle with a buffalo and steaming harp because he is a giant figure, very big figure man, okay, very big man in by his size, who was Mr. Earl O. Jones. And they had to go back. And next one here, Mr. Weasley, right? Mr. Weasley, he had forgotten to bring his teeth, right? To bring his teeth from his house, so he stopped them on the way, right? But they consoled him, saying that they were only drinking. They don't have to chew anything else, okay? Only they are going to drink, so that he don't have to bring his forgotten teeth. Got it? Well, look at the next point here on the screen, my dear students. They stopped at every public house or even a restaurant or resort. They stopped in the even bar as well to drink alcohol on the way. First of all, what happened? They entered the mountain shaped restaurant. The boy had to wait outside taking care of the boss, and the children are not allowed to go to the bar, right? So boy was alone who had to take care of boss, okay, since the boy is not allowed to go to the bar, okay. So now look at the next point here on the screen, my dear students. Very first, read it yourself, right? Okay, now look at here. Very first, what do you see? They drank much, okay? All the friends of uncle, right? They drank much more, right? And started to throw the bottles, right? They started to throw the bottles, okay, the wine's bottle to each others, right? After drinking, Mr. Weasley started to throw stone at cow. Okay, he had seen a cow, and then Mr. Weasley started to throw stone at cow. Again, they stopped at Hermit's Nest. Okay, which was the one of the bars in that area. The boy kept waiting outside. It was very bored for the boy who had to wait outside alone, that bus, okay, until they dried a bar. Okay, they made the bar empty. There is no more alcohol in this bar, right? So that until and unless they made the bar empty, they stay over there, right? They stop at every bar on the way, and they had to drink even at closed bar entering from the back side of the doors. Got it? Okay, come to the last point here, my dear students. In the moonlight night, right? They came back fully drunk. Okay, they all were okay drunkard. They drank a lot, and then they fully drunk. But when they were hungry, they prepared dinner in a field. Okay, in an open field with a kerosene stove. Okay, they drank all the remaining drinks. Right? They drank all the remaining drinks and reached home in the late night, right? Without reaching to their destinies. Got it? Okay. Hopefully, my dear student, you have understood the lesson, right? If you have any confusion, please write down comment in that comment box. Then again, I will be able to make you understand the lesson, right? Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye. Have a wonderful time ahead.